This is Out Loud and Laughing.
I am so angry right now, John.
Your eyebrows are telling me stories. What is happening?
Oh, I need to get them actually done.
Yeah,
These
well,
eyebrows are
don't
looking
we
very
all?
bushy. Now I'm angrier.
Hey, wait, have you ever gotten your eyebrows done and have you ever left like when they've done them so thin and you're like so mad, you're like don't even know how you're gonna bounce back in the moment?
Fun fact, I don't do my eyebrows anymore. When I go to the barber, he just trims my eyebrow hair. So I don't shape them. I just make sure my hairs aren't going all over the place.
Does he make you mad?
Sometimes.
Why?
We talk politics.
That would
He's on the edge of glory a little bit sometimes.
that would raise my cortisol levels to wrath times infinity.
Yes. Well, the politics stuff always raises us to wrath, right? Like that's an easy. So today, guys, 7 deadly sins. We are going into it because John and I are fucking mad.
We're like mad. Not crazy. Well, we're crazy mad, but we're also angry mad. And we don't know why, so we'll figure it out.
We don't know why. And it's really not politics because I'm not even mad about that anymore.
No.
I am, but not.
Yeah.
So we're not even talking about politics today, but we are digging into the idea of wrath and everyday anger. And I can just speak for me personally. Everyday anger is I have a 4 and a 6-year-old. It kind of writes itself.
Bryan, I was hanging out with a 3, almost 4-year-old today.
Tell me.
And I saw the moms go to wrath. And I'm sitting there actively like trying to just not let these little children affect, but like, you know how it is. I mean, Kenzie and Ollie do it too. The whatever toy the other one has, the one wants. And to me, that is just like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's not for us to understand. And so I'm sitting there like trying to give them other ideas, reframe, like just trying to distract them. And finally one of the moms goes, "That's it." And she stands up and she yanks the toy out of the kid's hand and she throws it on top of the refrigerator. And now both children are like miserable and angry and crying on the floor. And I'm like, I kind of know how that feels.
No one gets it.
But no.
No one gets it. You can go from 0 to wrath in 2 seconds being a parent.
Yeah, everybody was mad. The toy because it couldn't get played with.
Yep.
The mom, the kids, and now me.
And now everyone's mad and no one has a toy. Well, the one that's vibrating in you. But other than that,
I go everywhere with that one, Bryan. That does not.
Well, it comes with a remote.
Yeah. It comes with intense anger. It comes with I really like it on wrathful. That's how I like my vibrator setting is on
That's
wrath.
what it's called.
Yeah.
Wrath. It'll tear you up.
It's not the rabbit, it's the wrath-it.
God. It comes with a box of Band-Aids.
All right. Well, let's dig in. Let's dig
into wrath. Let's do it.
Okay. So I know that the baseline of wrath really lies for us in it being this intense, overwhelming anger. It's sort of a secondary emotion. We don't need to get into like what primary and secondary emotions are, but it's almost like being angry grabs your control back in a moment where you feel vulnerable or you feel like something wasn't fair. So I just want to start with that. And we'll use that to extrapolate all the serious and funnies.
Okay, serious talk.
Let's go.
Bought a washer and dryer a month ago. They deliver it. I pay extra for them to take away my old washer and dryer. I pay them extra to install my new washer and dryer. They install my washer and dryer. They couldn't take my old washer and dryer away, so they leave it in the basement, which is like, it got down there somehow at some point. It definitely can come out. Fast forward, that same afternoon, the dryer doesn't work. The new dryer doesn't fucking work. And I'm going to put it on blast. Samsung.
You heard it here first.
And then what happens is, great, you deliver a faulty dryer. Fix it quickly. They send someone out 5 days later. They said, oh, the motherboard doesn't work. We need to fix it. Then they send another person out 7 days later. I go downstairs, John, the whole dryer's taken apart. Puts it back together. All of a sudden, something's not working. Send someone out 7 days later. I and Adam were so fucking mad. We are literally emailing them. They're like, "Oh, well, we can't give you a new one yet." And I was like, "We bought a working washer and dryer. Give it to us, John." Wrath at its core. We were on LinkedIn looking for SVPs and copying them on our emails to customer service. We finally got a new dryer over a month later. So anyone that's in the market for washer and dryers, not promoting Samsung right now.
Niche, Samsung.
But that is wrath because you're like, you're not in control and all you want to do is get something fucking fixed. And the fact that you can't takes you to levels that you honestly can't control because you're just like, this is common sense. I bought a working dryer and you didn't give me a working dryer. Just give me a working dryer. And you're in this weird cyclical thing,
No pun
right?
intended.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, just not drying.
You were hung out to dry, quite literally.
Literally, old person style.
Wait, hold on. I have a question for you. At any point, did you raise your voice? Were you disrespectful? Or did you feel badly about any of the times that you were angry? Like you walked away and like resentful?
Never.
No. Okay.
Never. Yelled at everyone and it was all well deserved.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but there are sort of like two views of wrath in philosophy. There's like the Aristotle one, and then there's the Stoic one. Aristotle's like anger can be appropriate sometimes, whereas like the
Yes.
Stoic one is like uh you shouldn't be angry ever because it punishes you more than it'll ever punish anybody else, which I could also understand, but I also think that there's a time and place for anger.
It's therapeutic.
Well, I also think that like in times when it's when things are unfair, like it's like important that you advocate and stand up for yourself, or else other people are just going to walk all over you. Without it, like you just become a rat, a mat. Well, a rat
I
mat.
mean, I've sat in the passenger seat with you while you drive before. If we want to go into wrath. Woo!
I have the worst road rage ever. They should actually rename my road rage to Wrath Rage or
Literally,
Road
the wrath of
Wrath.
John. Oh, oh, you are the epitome of road rage when it comes to temper tantrums on the road.
Because people don't.
Are stupid.
Well, they're just not considerate. I'm not going to call them names. I'm just going to say there's a level of consider. I always like to say driving's a team sport, right? Like, why are you so righteous? Why do you think that you get to just run the roost? And so the one time that I thought that I can get away from everybody and like just run my own game,
Yes,
I got arrested.
you got it happened.
My wrath got arrested for being angry and driving too fast. But you know,
What about some
yeah,
light ways of wrath?
let's get funny.
What about like when you're like working and you're like knee deep into a project and your computer just restarts?
Yeah, that's pretty
These are the little things that just kind of get you.
they get you, and you got to be important for them not to. I mean, in my line of work, I've learned how to like recover work, or I've just learned that if I lose it, it's just faster to do it again the second time. But there is that one little triggering moment where I'm just like,
It
ah,
is.
yeah.
I was texting you today and I kept trying to type worried and I had to do it like 4 times because it kept autocorrecting to worries. Moments like that, you're like, fucking A, you
I'm
know?
I'm not sure what's happening with autocorrect. I think it's gotten in some wrong hands because lately
I
I've
think
been
it's autocorrect aggression.
wrath has gotten its own sense of autocorrect. Autocorrect has gotten
Hmm.
its own sense of wrath, rather.
It's just, it's beyond. I was literally trying to set up chords right now before we were like getting on to chat, and there was a chord that just would not untangle. And I got so mad. Probably didn't need to. Got John, I got so mad. The lamp's broken.
You well, I was just gonna ask you back, like, are there any moments where you think wrath is like and overreacting is like not appropriate? And I think maybe this might have been one of those cases.
This is this is the point where you're like, okay, I feel better. I win. But did I?
You really didn't. You really didn't. I think that you lost, Brian. I really think you
I
lost
mean, I
that
lost
one.
a lamp.
Um, how about like if you're how about like if somebody takes the last of something? Like if you're at a store or like you're at a work function,
Mm,
there's one last like everything bagel or there's one last tickle me Elmo. Like I'm asking for a friend. How you would go about this so I don't get arrested again?
right, 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 right. Uh, yeah, that's like unwarranted wrath. I guess every other example I just gave you too was also unwarranted. But I agree. It's that moment of like, I think it goes back to the control thing where you just aren't in control and you lose. Right? I feel like the moment of like losing get like I lost that last piece of food that I kind of wanted. I wanted that last toy. Like it and that's age agnostic. That could be a 3-year-old all the way up to your point, a parent at the toy store trying to get this like the new thing is like the Labubus.
Yeah, that I mean, the name gives me wrath.
Oh, I was in China recently for work, as you know. I bought 2.
How much do these things run, Brian? Are we talking like $100 each?
I mean, I bought them in China, so they were like 30 bucks each.
Okay, well
So I
that's
was like, I bought them. I'm not gonna give them to my kids. I'm gonna make them start watching it on their iPad so they get excited and want one. And then I already have them. So that's gonna be a Christmas gift. So strategic.
planning. And are you gonna get angry if they don't want one?
I'll give them to Adam.
Nothing makes Adam angry.
Then a Labubu.
Or you want to see Adam angry? Get him a Labubu. Yeah.
Oh my God. Not only one, but 2.
I also think wrath as a concept is funny because it's used and any of the seven deadly sins with the wrong intention becomes sort of like put into the basket of bad. But with wrath, I think it's really interesting because like religion uses wrath, which I think is hysterical, to scare everybody into believing. It's like
Preach.
guys, it's
Preach.
like guys, like a head, a crown of thorns, a robe, they don't match. That alone should make you angry. My opinion.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, or if they did that to your friend and your
Also,
Lord and Savior,
was
would you be
Jesus
mad?
freeballing?
That would be
I mean,
hot.
was Jesus freeballing though?
The white
Like,
version
I
or the
mean,
brown
now that I'm
version?
picturing it, doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. I mean, cut to Jesus.
Freeballing's freeballing.
Cut to Jesus. Now,
No, Jesus was definitely uncut, not cut,
oh,
John.
uncut to Jesus.
Uncut to Jesus.
Um, yeah. Oh gosh, I would have been angry if like if I like walked up to like um hey everybody, we're going to where did they crucify him? Pontius Pilate crucifies them on some hill. I thought it had a name. Hey,
Macy's.
yeah, hey, we're all going to Macy's to watch Jesus get crucified. Want to come? I'll be like,
Oh yeah,
what?
I got my coupon. Let's go.
No way. I'd be so angry. I'd come as an angry mob. I'd be like wrath, wrath, wrath.
If Jesus is gonna get hung anywhere, I hope it's Bed Bath and Beyond because you always have a 20% off coupon.
If Jesus is going to get hung at, well, fair point if they were still opened. But if Jesus is going to get hung, I am going to a Home Depot because they can really hang anything. But have you been to a Home Depot? They're really.
I prefer Lowe's, John. Home Depot supports Trump.
I'm
Just
sorry. I'm
saying.
sorry. I meant to say a home improvement store, not Home Depot.
Fuck Home Depot.
Speaking of wrath,
We're basically angry at brands today since no one's sponsoring us, so we're just gonna hate on everyone else. That's wrath.
that's wrath. Yeah, until we have to close the podcast down because nobody pays for it, and then we're gonna be angry at that too.
I feel like that would be a really good drag queen like persona, just all things around wrath. Like you could be very dark. It's very like maleficent, like just wrath is very couture or could be couture.
Do you know what her name would be?
Please. I knew you would have something.
Aratha Franklin.
Ah, so true.
Because
It kind of writes itself.
well, all she's asking for is a little respect, Brian. Respect.
I am kind of angry I didn't come up with that myself, John.
Well, you're gonna have to bite your tongue for a little longer because we got some more things to talk about, Brian.
Do you know when it comes to like wrath, and I don't know if it's like wrath, but I think it's a good example of like when I just get annoyed and pissed off at people, and get a little angry in the digital world, like staged like Facetune where people like putting over like people just make themselves look beautiful. Or have you seen the thing where if you use a toilet seat and it makes it look like you're on an airplane? So
Yes.
influencers have done that. Right? So when I see that stuff and I catch it, I get a little mad because I'm like, you're trying to game the system, and some of us out here are trying to hustle doing the real work. You know what I'm saying? A little wrathy.
Also, AI videos that are,
Not done well.
well, A, not done well, but B, that are, like, spreading false news is really not even
Well,
it's scary. That scares the wrath into me, that's for sure.
I agree. I agree.
But yeah, in terms of what you were just talking about, people who are sort of skipping the line in content creation and like even I mean, you and I mean, we have a very simple setup. Some of these people who like create content, I have a really good friend who has gone viral a few times. We're talking in the millions, and he works his ass off. And he actually gets
Yeah,
really angry when people like take his ideas. But that's a whole nother topic as well. So
I agree.
yeah.
What do you get mad when someone gives you unsolicited advice?
I used to.
Hmm. But you grew?
Well, I realize it's 2 things. The not wanting unsolicited advice sort of triggers, the pride, 7 deadly sins, so being too prideful, like, thinking that, like, you don't need to listen, to me, like, sort of triggers that, and then it sort of, like, is a mirror or a peering into where somebody else is on their journey. How about you? Do you take unsolicited advice?
Unsolicited advice to me, for me, I fucking hate unsolicited advice about parenting.
Yes, I've learned that firsthand.
Parenting,
Mhm.
that part I don't like. If I ask for advice, give it. The unsolicited like, I remember I was at the airport once and someone walked up to me saying, "You should put a blanket on her." Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, I'm cold, so I'm wearing the blanket, not her. She's 3 months, she'll deal. She has a whole life ahead of her.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, what like, okay, I'm letting my child it just it get that is that yeah.
I have wrath towards myself because I always wish that in those moments I had better, like, comebacks or, like, snapbacks because, like, I would've just told her, "Oh, no, thank you. We're trying to get her sick to build up her immune system, but thanks anyways." Smile and
She's
just
cold
push
blood
her away.
she's actually cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Like,
Her
what?
her lips aren't blue enough yet, you know? It's like, "Guys, are you kidding? Like, she's fine."
I have another
I get
wrath
that.
that
I
you and
get
I
that.
but you and I have a good example, like, when we're filming, Wi-Fi issues, microphone issues, like, you and I have both wrathed it out with technology. Like, you think you and we have our shit together, and then shit still goes wrong.
Yeah, that's so frustrating. You would think after all these years we would have had ironed it all out. But I always say this: the internet is a physical place. They are buildings of servers, and it's always fucked up. Yeah, but it pisses me off. I'm like, we pay our bills, and you need to send me a reliable service. Wrath.
Like, well, or we need to just be smarter with our setup because I don't blame the internet completely.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't want to. I want to blame people. I want to blame people. I have a question for you that might be interesting.
I have an answer for you that might be interesting.
Now, I think you just answered it because you talked about unsolicited parenting advice, which I have
Mhm,
been
mhm.
guilty of. We've talked about it on the pod. Um, however, which I've stopped. However, is there anything that I could do to you that would cause you wrath?
Ooh, we don't
Yeah.
have that much time.
For you to think about the answer or for you to tell everybody the novel of the idea that you've just concocted in your mind?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
I don't know. Is there anything that you can do to make me, like, so mad and wrathy? Uh, like Aretha Wrathy? Aretha Wrathy? Wrathy? I don't
Steal my man.
no, you can have Adam.
No, if you stole my man, I'd come
Oh,
after
got
you.
it.
Yeah.
That's yours for me.
Yeah, because you couldn't come up with an answer fast enough.
So if I steal your man, that's bad, but we're willing to give you Adam.
Well, I can collect men.
We should make a Venn diagram of this.
After the Venn diagram, can you make a Venmo? Because he sounds expensive.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. No, I don't think you could well, you could piss me off in many ways. I think you know how you could piss me off, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like I mean, no. No, it would take a lot for you to do that. You and I have only gotten there once really in our life.
Yeah. and I'm glad, and I don't ever want to get back there again.
And it wasn't our fault.
It wasn't. It was a third party, but we won't. Those names shall not be mentioned.
No, because that's wrath.
There was a lot of wrath there. Speaking of,
Let's wrap this up.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Listen, it's finally good that words are coming out of your mouth versus things going in your mouth.
I'm gonna hang up on you.
Love you.
This was Out Loud and Laughing. We're available everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.